Hey guys, it's me, Captain Awesome here, and basically this is just me gonna be talking about my thoughts on this massive comic book movie war between Marvel Studios, Marvel, DC, Valiant, 20th Century Fox. It's gonna be insane, pretty much for the next 5 years, from starting from 2015 all the way to 2020, pretty much. And I'm just gonna do my quick thoughts. The next 5 years have already started off with a bang because Avengers Age of Ultron was an absolute epic blockbuster. Love that movie, and what a way to kick off the next 5 years, especially this year isn't really considered to be a huge part of a war because it's just Marvel have got two movies, and the other companies aren't really doing too many movies apart from Fox with Fantastic Four. So yeah, but let me get into it basically. So the war is pretty much between, as we know, Marvel Studios and Disney are doing the Marvel Cinematic Universe. DC Entertainment and Warner Brothers are doing the DC Cinematic Universe. 20th Century Fox are doing the X-Men franchise and the Fantastic Four reboot franchise, pretty much. And Valiant Entertainment, teaming up with Sony Pictures, are doing the Valiant Cinematic Universe. So very, very exciting, because the reason why I'm doing this video is because last week there was some huge news announced by Valiant Entertainment that they've teamed up with Sony Pictures, because 2 months before, they did that deal with DMG Entertainment about them, connecting together and everything, for merchandise. And, they announced that they're doing a movie universe and everything. And now they officially announced their lineup for the next 5 years, pretty much. And it's an exciting lineup, and they are going to expand for the future afterwards. So very exciting. But let's go through basically what Marvel are offering, what DC are offering, what Valiant are offering, what Fox are offering to us comic fans, and of course the general public, what they're offering us. So let's go through, shall we, the lineups of these movies, pretty much from 2015 all the way to 2019, because we don't know 2020 yet. This is what Marvel Studios and Disney have got for us with the Marvel Cinematic Universe when it comes to the movies. As we know, Avengers: Age of Ultron, us in Europe have already seen it, but many people in America and Canada have not actually watched this film yet. As the movie, as you know, comes out this Friday on May the 1st, so that still will be in the list. But love that movie, epic blockbuster, like many others do. And pretty much Marvel also are releasing Ant-Man, the final Phase 2 movie, which apparently will be quite an important movie going forward and building up to things more. When we start with Phase 3, I'm going to go straight through the lineup. America Civil War and Marvel's Doctor Strange. 2017 will be Marvel's Spider-Man and Marvel's Thor Ragnarok. 2018 will be Marvel's Black Panther, Marvel's Captain Marvel, and 2019 will be Marvel's Avengers Part 2 and Marvel's Inhumans. So a very, very exciting, of course, very exciting lineup. You know, Marvel Studios with the MCU from 2008 to 2015, they've just been so consistent, such a great, successful franchise. Plus, obviously, the TV shows have got a lot better. Daredevil, the first Daredevil Netflix series came out, and it was awesome. So Marvel have got a lot of good things going for them for the future, pretty much. And movie-wise, they're solid. They're so solid with the MCU, and I can't wait to see the new heroes, like the new Avengers, like Doctor Strange. I can't wait to see Black Panther, Captain Marvel, Inhumans, pretty much all the replacements for the X-Men. So that's gonna be really interesting to see how they fit into everything. And they're already building them up on Agents of Shield, and obviously Spider-Man being involved in the MCU for Phase 3 is just an amazing thing. And I just, a lot of us love Spider-Man and can't wait to see him connecting with the Avengers and everything, like our dreams, we're hoping for. And also, there's a lot of things. Thanos will be, for Avengers 3, the biggest Avengers movie yet, probably. And it's going to be incredible. I just can't wait for Marvel. And, I've been a big fan of the MCU for ever since 2008 all the way to now. And they have just not disappointed me most of the time, to be honest. They've had a few, faults to them, I will admit that, but mostly solid. And the franchise is really, really well, it's in, really grounded, really in control of itself. And I'm really excited for the future still. For Marvel to still have most of us really excited for the future is just incredible, and I'm really happy because of that. Now we're going to get to the DC Cinematic Universe lineup. These movies are being done, by the way, by DC Entertainment and Warner Brothers. So let's go through the lineup. Remember, the first installment of the franchise was 2 years ago in 2013, Man, a solo movie, which was successful enough at the box office, made over 600 million at the box office. Took reviews, it was divided on fans. Millions loved it, millions didn't like it, so whatever, pretty much. But I loved it. I really enjoyed it and everything. Plus, Superman's my favorite of all time. The lineup, shall we? Pretty much, we have starting next year, because they don't have a movie at all this year. They haven't had a movie, last year either. So 2 years without no DC Cinematic Universe films. But finally, 2016 starts. So let's go for it. Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, History in the Making movie comes out next year, along with Suicide Squad. Will be Wonder Woman and Justice League Part 1. All Aquaman and 2018, Shazam and Justice League Part 2 in 2019, Green Lantern in 2020. So pretty solid lineup by DC and everything. A lot of movies, I think, lineup a lot of us have been waiting to watch for a long time, because mainly the big screen for the history, along with a few other failures of other little things, basically. So movies I'm going to actually put on the list some movies that are in development for it with DC is a Batman and Solo, both solo movies each for Batman somewhere before 2020, so we know that. Just Dark version of superheroes movies are all completely in development for the franchise, so just to let you know that. And that's most likely by the looks of it. But the Superman and Batman movies are coming before it, basically, before 2020. So at two points in somewhat free DC Cinematic Universe films, which is really exciting. Now, look, I'm a massive DC fan. I've been a DC fan all my life. The Justice League's my favorite team. I've always wanted to see them together and everything. And this is why I'm excited for DC. And I'm really excited because this is the DC version of a cinematic universe. Because we've seen Marvel for from 2008 all the way to 2015, done a great cinematic universe they have. This is DC's turn. They started good with Man of Steel, pretty much like 2 years ago. It was a good start. And now they really now know what they're doing. They're going forward. They've got a plan now, at least. It's a rush plan, as they said, but at least it's a plan pretty much. And we'll see how that goes. I'm really hoping, a lot of us are really hoping it goes well. We're really, being supportive for the DC Cinematic Universe because we all badly love DC and we all want them to be successful, especially, with the Justice League movies and stuff like that and everything, because, DC are just one of the best creations of all time. So just like Marvel is and Valiant. So I really hope that goes well. So there you go. Now we're going to talk about 20th Century Fox now, pretty much what their lineup is pretty much for the future. So let's go through it. As we know, the X-Men franchise and the Fantastic Four reboot, the Fantastic Four reboot, obviously. The X-Men franchise has been going on from 2000 all the way to now, 2015. It's been existing for a very long time, and obviously the X-Men franchise it started good with X-Men 1 and 2, but then it became a total mess after X-Men Last Stand and X-Men Wolverine Origins. They ruined the franchise. The continuity, everything about it was ruined. First Class and the Wolverine started up the build-up to it, to again back to normal, and then X-Men Days of Future Past pretty much sorted everything out. So now going forward, the future is very bright. We've had 3 really good X-Men movies for the last few years, so Fox have been getting better. With Fantastic Four, they have still not really had a good reputation on the big screen, sadly, because they've had one movie that never even aired in the 90s, and the 2000 movies, one of them was awful, the sequel was awful, and then the first one was just a really average movie. So they still haven't truly had a really good movie or a great movie yet. So it's pretty bad with the Fantastic Four. But the Fantastic Four reboot has had a lot of, franchise has had a lot of attention on it, obviously, and a lot of negative attention because of all the changes and stuff. We're going to have to wait and see what happens this year. But yeah, I will just go through the lineup so then I can start talking about the future now. And let's see. Okay. The Fantastic Four reboot comes out in August 2015 this summer. Next year, Deadpool, X-Men Apocalypse, and Gambit pretty much come out. So, Fox are going all out for that year to really impress. Wolverine 3, which is the final Hugh Jackman movie, comes out in March the 3rd, 2017. The Fantastic Four reboot sequel comes out June 2017, and an untitled Marvel, 20th Century Fox movie comes out. So, I mean, and then there's nothing after that basically. But we could be X-Force, could be an X-Men Fantastic Four crossover movie. We don't know basically. But the only thing I will say is for Fox is the First Class people leave in X-Men Apocalypse, and Hugh Jackman leaves in Wolverine 3. So that could be pretty much showing the sign that, X-Men, the X-Men franchise could be, ending very soon. With the Fantastic Four reboot, I can't really see them doing too much, really. Maybe probably just like most likely a trilogy. Really, I don't really see them, doing too much basically for the future and everything. I hope for the best for both because I love X-Men and Fantastic Four, but I really think mainly because one of the main reasons I say this is because one, X-Men Fantastic Four been around for like ages. Like they're kind of old at this point, especially to the general public. Most of the general public are really tired of them. And also with their big stars leaving like in the X-Men franchise, that's a big blow. With all this massive competition with Marvel, DC, and Valiant, I think it's going to push Fox out of the game really. So I think that's the one thing people are going to have to expect, that Fox will probably fall out of this war probably by 2018 or something. Because for me, Marvel, Valiant, and DC just have so much firepower and so much talent where Fox only have certain things like X-Men and Fantastic Four, which are pretty much washed up and old at this rate. So I hope for the best, but at the same time, I'm expecting them to both basically, both products to basically, just disappear after a while, after a few years. But I'm hoping that the last few years of the X-Men franchise are the best years because we've had some good years lately, and Fox are making up for all the crappy years they did with X-Men Last Stand, X-Men Wolverine Origins, Daredevil, Elektra, the Fantastic Four movies. Like they are really starting to make up for all those crappy films they made, comic movies they made back in the day. So they've been doing well. Hopefully, Fantastic Four goes well this year. We'll have to wait and see. So yeah. But anyway, now we're gonna go to the Valiant Cinematic Universe by Valiant Entertainment and also Valiant Sony Pictures. As we know, pretty much, the Valiant Entertainment have had a cinematic universe in development for at least 3 years. Then 2 months ago, they pretty much announced that they did this big deal with DMG Entertainment, and that was going to help them fund their movies, help them, build a cinematic universe, help them do a lot of things and everything, which is great. Also, another thing which I really was happy with. Then they basically did a deal with Sony Pictures, and everything, and that was really cool. And basically, this isn't where Sony Pictures are making the movies on their own. No, Valiant Entertainment, excuse me, Valiant Entertainment are teaming up with Sony Pictures. So basically, here's the thing: Valiant Entertainment, pretty much in the announcement, they said that Valiant Entertainment, the reason why they're involved is because obviously it's their universe, it's their product. Remember, by the way, they own their entire universe, and basically they're going to be helping Sony make these movies because they know how these characters tick, how they work and everything. So that's the interesting thing. When it comes to Sony, they're mainly going to be marketing it because they're a massive studio. Everyone knows who Sony is around the world, and they're a big one. So kind of makes sense to go with somebody who's a pretty big studio, even though they at times have had a good reputation and a bad reputation. But luckily, Valiant Entertainment are involved, so we won't get the same, thing that happened with the Spider-Man movies and everything, thank God, which the Spider-Man side of the universe has gone to the MCU now with Marvel Studios, so thank God that partnership deal has mostly Marvel in control of that, so creative control. So yeah, but anyway, let's get to the lineup basically. Basically in 2017, this is when it kicks off. Bloodshot and Harbinger solo movies will come out in that year, so that'll be the first two installments. Then a Bloodshot and Harbinger sequels each will come out after that, and then a Harbinger Wars crossover movie will come out for a big crossover event that is massive in the comics of that universe. And then they also promised that they are going to expand and everything. There are other movies in development coming for the future. So basically, I can see, after, because Harbinger is big. They're like the X-Men / Inhumans, so that's gonna be a massive thing. You got Bloodshot, who's kind of like Wolverine / Punisher / Captain America all combined. Really, it's kind of awesome. And the other Valiant stories as well, they're just massive. Like, they've got their own, superhero team like the Avengers and Justice League called Unity. So many amazing heroes, and I can see them making, after Phase 1 with the Harbinger Wars, I can see them definitely making, definitely a unity phase where they build up the people like Ninja, Exo, Man of War, Eternal Warrior, Archer and Armstrong, Shadow Man, and all them lot, and then they come in for to join Toyo Harada and Livewire in the pretty much in the Unity crossover movie. And that's the thing. And then they've got loads of things they can do. This is the amazing thing about Valiant. They've got such a big universe, so they can do so much as well. So it's really great. I like the way they're starting because people thought probably they were going to go with the Unity people first, but they've actually done it where they're actually going with a big storyline, but they're going and with big characters, but they're actually going in the middle. Really, they're leaving their big stars, their bigger stars for the next phase, which is really exciting. And there's so many incredible stories by Valiant, like so many amazing superheroes and villains and storylines, surfing, and I cannot wait to see this be exposed to the general public and other comic book fans on the big screen because they've never been on live action, the Valiant universe. So to see it come on to the big screen and as a cinematic universe is so exciting. And I really think they're going to basically be a big bit. They're going to cause Marvel and DC and even mainly Fox a lot of problems. They're going to really shake things up in 2017 and for the future beyond because they've got some really big stars who I know are going to be big hits in the world, basically. So, yeah, my final thoughts on pretty much this whole war. I am just so excited. I can't wait. I'm a big fan of Marvel, DC, and Valiant and everything. So, me. When it comes to Marvel, Marvel have had so much, success from 2008 to 2015. Hell, that with Age of Ultron, they've already hit over 200 million at the box office. So you see how that movie's already going. It hasn't even hit the US, and you can tell it's going to definitely hit over $1 billion and be one of the highest grossing movies ever, which it deserves to be. And then, Marvel for the future is so exciting with its movies, TV shows, Netflix shows. So I just can't wait. Mainly movies I'm excited for, but I just can't wait. The franchise is great, and I just can't wait to watch more of it as I'm such a huge Marvel fan and MCU fan. DC, I'm very incredibly supportive of this franchise. I loved Man of Steel. I really hope this franchise can be great and everything as great as we all hope it is. And, because most of the DC fans have been suffering watching Marvel just absolutely, go way ahead, destroy DC for many years because of the MCU. So it's great to see DC are finally going to be fighting back and finally giving Marvel the competition they deserve and everything. So it's going to be really awesome. And to see, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, the rest of the Justice League together, plus other amazing characters like Shazam, Suicide Squad, and all them lot come on the big screen, mostly for the first time, and also together. It's just absolutely amazing and everything. I can't wait to see how it all connects. I can't wait to see how epic it's going to be, and I'm really excited and everything. So yeah, hopefully DC, and I'm hoping for the best for them. With 20th Century Fox, I hope for the best, because the X-Men have been going really well. As we know, X-Men Apocalypse has officially just begun filming today, along with Captain America Civil War, so that's really exciting. And, I'm X-Men Apocalypse like it's going to be the biggest X-Men movie ever, even though the first class people are leaving, which is sad, but, it kind of makes sense. We don't want it to drag on. But yeah, I'm excited mainly for the X-Men side of things because of Deadpool. I love Deadpool, and that's a movie everyone's wondered, could it work? Could it not work? We don't know. X-Men Apocalypse is looking to be the biggest one. Gambit still a little bit, I think a lot of us are still on the edge with that one, and then Wolverine 3 is going to be a massive ending conclusion to, Hugh Jackman's portrayal as Wolverine. And, who knows, maybe an X-Force movie, and who knows what else will come by X-Men. But, the X-Men side of things, I'm looking forward to it a lot more. Really excited. Fantastic Four, I hope it's good and everything because, Fantastic Four have had such bad luck on the big screen, and I really hope that they actually, definitely be successful in movies now and also do good and everything. Obviously, of course, I would want X-Men and Fantastic Four in the MCU, but, it's a little bit too late at this rate to put them in there pretty much. And also, Fox are doing okay with the X-Men, and we'll see how they do with the Fantastic Four starting with this year. So, but I hope for the best, even though I can kind of tell that Fox will probably be pushed out of this war probably in a few years, like in probably 2018 or 19 or something. And then we get to Valiant, the Valiant Cinema Universe, which I'm really excited for. I'm excited for so many people in the world of the general public and everything to get exposed to the Valiant universe. Such an amazing universe with so many amazing characters. Valiant Valiant Entertainment are going to be making this universe to prove a point that they are competition to Marvel and DC because they're so underrated, and it's sad because they're so amazing and everything. And I'm just so excited to see, how their movies and how their universe is going to run. So I'm just so pumped up. So leave a like and comment for your opinions Thank you guys if you watch this live. If you watch this also when it's uploaded on my channel, thank you. Subscribe for more content. I will be doing loads of awesome universe team YouTube team videos coming on my channel, so be ready for that. And yeah, I'm basically going to be going now, so I will see you later. Have a great rest of the day, and bye.